Before there was Barnes & Noble, Starbucks, or the internet, there was Zandbroz. It started in 1989 in Sioux Falls, and then a couple of years later the first location in Fargo. And now there's practically nothing about Fargo that you can't find at Zandbroz Variety store.
Well, when we started 26 years ago in Sioux Falls, and Fargo is 24 years old now, we decided we would sell all the things that we wanted to see in our towns. And at the time, that was books. That's my passion. But we have, you know, my brother's into pens, my wife is into home decor and jewelry, body products. So we just decided to do a lot of the things we loved, and it's been a fun ride.
What are some of the reactions you hear when people come in for the first time?
We get a lot of great reactions, and a lot of that is a credit to my wife, Renee, who does wonderful windows and in-store displays, and that's the first thing that we get is people reacting to just the visual artistry of the store, and then you know, then they're amazed by we can usually find what they're looking for, and that's the beauty of it is when we started out, you know, our goal was to have it a place that you could bring your kids and your grandparents in, and everybody's going to have something to look at and something to enjoy. So,
you talked about books. There's just something about putting a book in your hands and opening it up, isn't there?
Absolutely. You know, we've been here for 25 years, but over the last 10 to 15 years, there's been this constant, the book is dead and it's going away to digital media, and there's a place for all of that. But we're firm believers that the book is here to stay, and that there just is something special about holding it in your hands, smelling the pages, turning the pages. When you fall asleep at night, the worst that happens is your book hits the floor rather than your reader. Yeah. So, no, we think the book is definitely important, and you know, and the fun part is there was a decline in book sales, but the last 2 years have seen it come back, and books we're selling more than ever, so it's great.
If I owned this store, I think I would end up with more things in my house than I had in my shop. I'm sure it's tempting to bring home a few treasures here and there.
And the older I get, though, the smaller my house gets, and I need less at home, and that's why I sell used books now, because if I bring a book home, I have to sell a book because I have a finite amount of room anymore, and which is good. You know, it's fun to have those new treasures, but you have to be willing to part with some of the old ones.
What are some of the more popular sellers? What tends to jump off the shelves here?
We do really well with regional work, whether it's books about North Dakota, Minnesota, or authors from Minnesota and North Dakota. We really try to push our local literary heritage, and so we're always putting those out front and center. But you know, that's the great thing about being an independent bookstore is we've gotten to know our customers. We know what they're looking for. A lot of the books you find on our shelves are a result of our customers telling us about them, and we pride ourselves in having a pretty good range of things. So. Hopefully there's a book for everybody on the shelf.
Are there certain times of the year that are busier in your store than others?
Absolutely. We're heading into it. November, December are obviously our two biggest months with the Christmas season. But probably it's gotten pretty steady all year round. You know, it gets quieter in February when the snow's flying and the tourists have gone home and that kind of thing. But it's pretty good all year round nowadays. So.
I've seen the cards, the greeting cards, where it says Paris, New York, and Fargo, or whatever that is. Right. There's this pride here, though, isn't there, about being from this area?
Absolutely, and we've really seen a special resurgence of it in the last 10 years, and part of that is Fargo's a growing community. We've taken great pride as a community in our downtown, and it's really showing up. When we opened 24 going on 25 years ago, it was very lonely downtown, and now you come downtown and it's wonderful. There are more women-owned businesses, more independent businesses per block than you'll find anywhere in Fargo, and it's really great, and it's there's something for everybody downtown.
You not only have the retail store out front, but this wonderful room that we're in here too, kind of the event center. Tell us about what happens in here.
Well, this is our former soda fountain coffee shop room, and you know, we made the decision 6 years ago to close that, and we've now turned it into our used book emporium. But more importantly, we've kept the space for author events. We use it for community events. League of Women Voters meets back here, and it's been a nice room for them to meet in. We have teachers group meetings back here on a pretty regular basis where we talk about books for kids. And then we have a lot of public events where we bring in authors. We just had Elizabeth Fenn, 2015 Pulitzer Prize winner for history, which was a huge event for us. We had this room jam-packed, standing room only, and it was really exciting and a lot of fun.
When people get to know your products and your services, do they put in requests? They ever say, hey, Greg, if you can ever find something by a certain author from a certain vintage, I'd love to hear about it?
And it's not just books. People come in and go, you know, I tried this lotion. My friend had it when I was visiting her in California or wherever. Is this something you can get? And we always welcome those suggestions. And for the most part, if we can find it and get it here, we'll do it. And in fact, that was one of the first things we developed was our special request form, which we use for anything, whether it's a book or a home decor item or whatever that people are looking for. We write it down and try to track it down for them. And we've had some of the things that we're selling now and do really well with are the result of customers bringing in something they liked and sharing it with us. And so we've been able to bring it in and share it with everybody. So.
Where do you get your merchandise from? Will we see you on American Pickers on cable TV at some point here?
We are selling vintage things in the store now, and that's kind of a new development for us. My wife and I have, she's the daughter of an antique dealer. We love vintage things. We've got a smaller house now, but we still like to go looking. So you might, but most of our merchandise is obviously new merchandise, and we go all over to find it. Our biggest source, we just came back from the New York Gift Show, which they hold every August and every February, and that's probably one of the 2 largest gift shows in the country, and it's just fabulous. Every year we go, we find something new and exciting to have for Fargo, so it's really great.
When is this the most rewarding? When is the most fun for you to have this business here?
You know, I guess it's kind of a daily thing for me. My goal in life is to have a job, or has been to have a job that I enjoy getting up for every day, and so far, 25, 26 years, I still get up excited to come to work, and it's mostly about the people. I get to see people all day, a lot of interesting people, and a lot of them have become friends over the years, and that's the best part of it is just getting to, I don't have to sit in a little office and talk on the phone. I get to see people face to face, and I enjoy that.
Is there a particular line of merchandise or a certain item that's near and dear to your heart in your store where you say, okay, if it sells, I guess I'll be okay with it, but I really like having it here?
Yeah, you know, there's quite a few of those things. Books are, again, you know, they're my favorite, they're my passion. If I could just read and sell books, that's all I would need out of life. But there's a lot of things I like. You know, we bring in some things that you don't know if they're gonna hit the spot in Fargo, but you try them, and we're always usually pleasantly surprised that people agree with us and they enjoy them. And so, but yeah, every once in a while there's something that I go, well, you know, we tried, but this one didn't work. So.
How have the folks at Alerus helped in being a good partner for you in your business?
You know, the best thing is they're there in person. I can go visit them if I've got a question, a problem, day-to-day kind of thing. I just have to go a couple blocks down the street, and Corrine or Andrew will be there, and I can ask them my question, and usually it's simple and they can get me an answer that same day. If they can't, they're very good about finding out what I need and getting back to me, and I couldn't ask for more. I think the biggest thing with Alerus is just that they're real people. You get to deal with the same people. They, you know, it's not a different face every time you go in there, and even the people at the counter, the tellers, Lance. I mean, if you go into Alerus downtown, you know Lance, and everybody knows Lance. And I'm guessing there's days when people let people in front of them because they want Lance to help them. So that's pretty special.
Before we finish up, anything that you'd like to talk about Zandbroz that I haven't thought to ask you about?
Well, I guess just that we enjoy being a big part of downtown, and I would just encourage everybody not only to come downtown and check out Zandbroz, but come downtown and see what a special downtown we have in Fargo. And there's a lot of great people up and down the street. From one end of the street, Alerus, to the other end, Zandbroz, A to Z. Perfect.